Good evening, bonsoir. Welcome to the first edition of virtual Choose France Tour. The Choose France Tour is organized by French Embassy in India through Campus France and French Institute of India. So Campus France has like 12 offices all over the country. And I am Nidhi Chopra, manager at Campus France Chandigarh office. So today's webinar, we would be taking you through the Études en France procedure. Études en France procedure is also called studying in France procedure. So normally what we do is like whenever a student has to create an application for admission to the public universities, they have to create an Études en France application, which is to be done on the Campus France website. And Campus France helps you to apply to the different universities in France. So this is called Études en France procedure. And this has two major roles. One is the candidature or an application made to the universities. And another one is for the pre-counselor. So pre-counselor is when you are applying for your visa application, you have to do the pre-counselor file. For this, you can take the admission outside the portal. You can independently apply to the institutes and get the admission. But for completing of the visa process, the pre-counselor process, you have to do it. And this is the second part of the Études en France. So today I am joined by my colleague, Mr. Rachit Dhawan. He's a manager at Campus France, New Delhi. And also Elena Jason, co-manager at Campus France, Chennai. So before I would be taking with you the candidature procedure, which is the application made to the public universities of France. Elena will take you through the pre-counselor process. Rachit would help us, he's acting as a student and he would help us to actually give the live demo of this application. So he will take us through this application procedure. So now, just to explain you again, the Études en France procedure is actually validated for certain Campus France offices in certain countries. So there are 46 countries all over across the globe who follow the Études en France procedure, and India is one of those. So any student who is making an application, the student application through India has to follow the Études en France procedure. Then yes, it is a single online service which is given to the student, and when you apply through this, it is going to go paperless throughout. Talking about the application, it's you have to create an account on the Campus France website, and we will guide you through this. We'll explain you each and every step on this, and you follow the instructions, complete the procedures, even apply the programs through that. And there is a one-time fee also, which is taken by the Campus France office for this assistance, which is given to a student. Can we have the next slide? Yes. So like I explained in the beginning, when a student has to make an application to the public universities, then this candidature procedure is done. And this candidature procedure is done at 3 different levels. The first one is called the DAP White application, DAP Blanc. In this, a student, when he's applying to the bachelor's first year in a public university in France, bachelor's first year, when you apply, you can choose maximum of 3 programs through this application. You can have 3 different programs and applying through one single application. If you are applying for the 2nd or the 3rd year of a bachelor's program, or you are applying to the master's program, you go outside this DAP, which is called OR DAP, and you can have an option of choosing 7 different programs through this single application. So you can apply to 7 different courses in different universities, or maybe 2, 3, whichever suits you the best. Then coming for a third reason, this is the program in architecture. So if a student is looking for applying to the architecture schools, he can follow the DAP yellow application. And in this dark yellow application, a student have a choice to apply to two different courses with one single application. So this is the candidature application, which a student can do at 3 different levels. Next slide. So this is in brief about how to create the candidature application. You have to go on the Etudes en France website. The account creation either for candidature or for pre-consular remains the same. So you have to log in on the website, create your account. Basically, you have to register yourself, fill in your details, and this is how your account is created. Then you have to again come back on the home page. You have to log in with the same details, login details, which you have entered while creating your account. And this is how you reaches to your file. So once you reach to your file, there are certain sections to be filled up in each application. The first one covers the personal information, in which you would be putting all your information related to yourself, then academic records, whatever you have studied in after 12th in education, language skills, and of course your motivations, which we also call it statement of purpose of applying to that particular program. So this has different sections, and then you have an online catalog from which you can choose the different programs you wish to apply to, and then you submit it to the Campus France office. The Campus France manager will review the application and will follow the further procedures with you. So this is the whole process, but we would be taking it in detail today. So Rachit is going to help me out in going through the application.
Great. Thank you so much, Nidhi. That was a wonderful introduction to the Etudes en France process that we follow, and also a very interesting account on what occasions the Etudes en France portal can be utilized. So without any delay, let's start with the candidature procedure. I'll just share my screen and perhaps you can guide me at the
All right. So this is the Campus France page where you have to start creating your account. So it says okay. So okay, it is in French and English. You can change the language. You can make it to English, and then you can register on this. Yes, this is yes. Click here, register. Rachit, you have to click on register. Yes. So now this is the only page that is in French. So now you have to select your Campus France office for India. I mean, India is end in French. So you have to select Campus France end, which is India. And then you have to fill in your, okay, you can, yes. So this page, now you can shift it to English. Okay, so now you can fill in your email address, confirm your email ID. Your personal details.
So I add everything as per my passport. That is what I have to do.
Yes. Keep your passport with you while filling the details so that nothing goes wrong in this.
And at this point, do I need to enter my passport number here?
Yes, then you have to, yes, you have to select the ID document type as passport and fill in the details. This is the validity. Your passport is valid till what date, your passport number, and the place of issue, the country of issue, basically. So it's India. So then you select this and create account. Click on the create account option. This way you would also be registered for the alumni network.
Perfect. All right. So I account and I receive my password. What do I do after this particular step?
So this way you come back to the same page.
All right, and then I can log in.
Yes, you come back to the same page. This way your account is created. Now you come back and you join. You say, connect to it and put in the same login details and the password which you have, used it for creation of the account. This way your application is open. Now again, it has, both the languages, English, French. So, you can choose from that, and it has two major bifurcations. One is apply for a program in France, and another one is start application for student visa. So sometimes if it gives the literal translation, it says in French it says "Je suis candidat," so it can even come I am an applicant. So if I am an applicant or apply for a program in France, it means the same thing. So we are first going to do the candidature application.
Right. Okay. So I click on apply for a program in France.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So I clicked on apply for a program in France.
You click on apply for a program in France, and then it has various sections: personal details, educational qualifications. As of now, it is showing incomplete. So let's complete this, the first part. Click on it. Okay. So for personal details, first open the section personal details. In this, we have to attach a photo. See the photograph of a student, the specifications have been given according to those specifications, and plus there should be a white background. So one has to upload the photo, and then come down, just scroll down. So we have entered these details. So this has been picked up from there while creation of an account. Now we have to upload the first and the last page of the passport as a supporting document. So it says in yellow.
Document.
Yes. Now it is saying it's supporting document not attached. So which means it is incomplete. So let's complete this. One should keep in mind every attachment you are going to upload, each attachment should not be more than 300 KB. So like it says, not exceeding 300 KB. So one has to be very careful. Sometimes the students have a lot of difficulty because, the size is bigger. So they have to compress it and attach it accordingly. Now the green thing has come, which says that this part is complete. So our first part is complete.
Information.
Yes.
It is asking for my contact information. Does this have to be my permanent address, or does it have to be a temporary address?
It has to be your present address. Sometimes your present address is not matching with the passport, so you don't need to worry with that. Your address will decide which Campus France office your file would be going to, because it will take the nearest location of the Campus France office. This would be easy for you to access. So wherever you are residing presently, add those address details.
All right. The next column says other information in terms of scholarship.
Yes. So the next is like if you are a scholarship holder and if you have any scholarship, you can attach a document related to that scholarship. Also, it talks about various scholarships. If you click on the scroll down menu and supposing a student has EFL scholarship, Charpak scholarship, Erasmus scholarship, so one can select from this, and likewise one can attach the relevant document also.
Okay, perfect. So that completes the personal details. That was very clear. Thank you. Next section says about educational qualifications.
Yes.
What do I need exactly?
For education, it starts with the CV. So one has to upload the CV. Remember, this has to be the updated CV for you. Sometimes one makes it like while going to the college, and then in the meanwhile you complete the college and the CV remains the same. So one has to be careful that the details are updated on it. So attach the CV first, and read the instructions which are given very carefully. So now coming to the academic part. So you have to upload all the details starting from 12th standard. All right. So for 12th standard, it is back or equivalent. So it says back, and then you add all the details, the passing year from where you have done it. And also you can attach the supporting document with that. That is the 12th mark.
So I start with my class 12.
You
so
start with your class 12. Yes. Which year you have completed it, from which city, state, you know, which institution. You can, you know, keep on adding the details like this.
Okay. So I've added all my details.
Yes.
Save it.
So if you want to give some additional information with it, you can always type it in the description box. So now you have to attach, it says the supporting document is not there, which means one has to attach the mark sheet of 12th. Again, okay. Be careful with the document size. It should not be exceeding the 300 KB limit. All right. Now,
okay.
Now to add your university degree, again, come back to the same part. Yes, select the university degree, and now keep on adding the details of your bachelor's or whatever last degree you have done. Okay, so if a student has done 12th and bachelor's, so 12th and bachelor's here, and he's applying for master's studies, so till bachelor's, plus if he has some kind of work experience or internships in it, then click on the educational qualification. Then you have to select the other activity.
In university degree, do I have to mention all my mark sheets or the common transcript, or you just need the final one?
No, all the mark sheets every year, because it says on the top, year-wise you have to add the details. So, so supposingly student has completed 12th in 2017. So 2017, he took admission in the bachelor's studies. So for 2018, he would be adding it for the first year, 2019 for the second year, and 2020 for the final year.
All right. Okay, so that way I can add my university degree as well.
Yes. So now sometimes the student has some kind of work experience after bachelor's, or he has done certain internships. So this comes under the other activity. And this way one can add the professional experience. Yes. So what you have done, where you have done it. So these details can be added. The duration also can be added. And the certificate will also be there to support your details.
Okay. So once this section is done, I mean, this pertains to my academics and work experience. This I understood very well. But everything that I've done from 12 to present day has to be highlighted.
Has to be? Yes, yes. Everything, you know. See, it has to be covered till the present year, starting from 12th till the present year, whatever you have done, what activity, whether it is academic or professional, and whatever you want to highlight. So one can add it in this table.
All right, perfect. Moving ahead, the third section that says here is language proficiency. What do I need to add here exactly?
Yes, for language, there are two parts in this. One is the French language proficiency, another one is English. So we start with the French. So if a student has a certification in the French language, this can be DELF, DALF, TCF, anything, TEF. So one can add it and mentioning the details, but normally, you know, majority of the students that apply to higher studies have no French proficiency. So there is no problem. You can just type like the medium of instruction for education was French, no, studied French, no, and you can move it to the next part. It's not mandatory to enter the details. It's not mandatory to know the language. This is optional. If one has the French proficiency, he or she can add it. Otherwise, just leave it with no. Next, coming to the previous stays in France. So if one has traveled to France before, this is again not a mandatory thing. So if one has traveled for any reason, can be tourism, can be for, some internship, can be for a study semester before. So one can add the details. The supporting document can be, the copy of the visa.
Right. And the final one says English language proficiency. What can I add exactly?
Yes, for English proficiency, normally the English proficiency test report, which can be IELTS or TOEFL, but if one doesn't have any of the English proficiency test record, one can add the 12th standard English marks in this and also attach the 12th mark sheet again.
All right, and I just put the year that I finished my class 12.
Yes, this all has to be pertaining to the 12th class if you don't have an English proficiency certificate with you, because we have started in English and the level is there. So there's no need to have the proficiency test just for applying.
All right, perfect. And what is the next step once I've saved all of these three information?
Yes, then click on the back button. Click on the back button.
All right,
and this way you can also see this is a self-check, which part is complete, which part is not complete, whatever is left, what you need to do further. So now moving to the second section, we have filled the personal details, educational qualification, and language proficiency. Now, how to choose a program? Because when we are doing a candidature application, we can, for a master's program, we can select up to 7 programs. So we have an online catalog here inside the application. So let's open this choose program.
So I took the liberty to add a few programs. Maybe how I added them, and maybe you can tell me if it is the correct way or not.
Yes, it's perfect. We can have one program to add, or just one to show the students?
So I went on add program to cart, and I since I would like to apply to
then yes, okay.
So I search business.
Yes, in the search, so you can put in your keywords, whatever you want to do, engineering, management, any field you want to choose, any particular program you wish to do. You can further narrow down your research. So supposingly one can add the first. So this is coming as Global Executive MBA. So if you want to see more details of this particular program, click on this.
Okay.
Now,
it says the
institution listed, and it is coming in green. You can apply directly via this portal. This means that, of course, this institute is linked to this application, and you can apply directly via this procedure, this Études en France procedure. To know more about the details, it talks about the language instruction. Then also there are eligibility requirements. If you go down further in this section, there are dates also coming. If you go down. So now there are 2 things we have to keep in mind. The column says deadline for file submission at Campus France. So the deadline for this year, which is for September 21 joining, is already open, started from 1st November, and it will remain open till 5th March. So the students who wish to apply for September 21 in a public university in France, they can start this application. They can contact the nearest Campus France office, who can guide them through this procedure. Now, in yellow, it says this institution may have an additional procedure. When you see this kind of icon on the application requirements, on the details, that means you have to contact to the institute also. They will have a parallel application on their website. So apart from applying through this portal, you have to apply directly on their website also, and you have to follow the application deadlines also with the institute. The institution contact details are mentioned here. You can email to them, check more about this program and follow it. So the green thing shows that the institution is listed in the directory, that you can apply directly via this portal. Yes, which gives you a green signal to apply. And if the yellow icon says that you have to check with the institute, if they have parallel application, you have to go via them also. This way, add program. If you are satisfied and if the program suits your requirements, the academic requirements, you can add program to the cart. Now, coming to the cart.
So these are my final choices, even though you mentioned that I can apply to 7 programs maximum.
Yes, yes. I just saw one question. A student is saying that computer science. So it is very simple. It is the same. You just have to type in the keywords computer science and you will have all the programs coming with that. You can go in the program details, look at more about the program, and if it suits your academic requirements, you can apply. You can choose the program from the cart. So this way now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 programs. And in 5 programs, we need to go to the 4 parallel application procedures. So keep in mind, the first one doesn't have a parallel application, the yellow icon. That means we don't need to follow the parallel application with the institute. All right. So the other ones are showing yellow icon. So you have to contact with the institute. The green is good for us, which says that, yes, we are eligible to apply. So this is how we can make the program choices. Now, you can make up to 7, choose up to 7 programs and I mean, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, any, but up to 7. Now, for every particular program you have decided, to choose, you have decided to apply, there are motivations, there are reasons why to do this program, why you are interested in doing this program, you have to enter. So we will go there and you have to mention for every particular course you choose. So as of now, it says reasons not entered. So let's see where we can add the reasons also.
What do I add in reasons exactly? Like, what is the school wanting to know from my end when I say reasons?
See,
is it my motivation?
Basically, you have to, you have to make the school know that how this program is suitable to your, professional or career goals, what you intend to do in future and how this program is going to help you in achieving your professional goals, in achieving your future professional plans, and how, I mean, you have a background, you have done certain, thing in your academics. So how it is matching you, how it is going to take you towards your professional goals. So this is going to be the reasons, or your, we call it a statement of purpose. The statement of purpose or reasons here doesn't have to be very long. It says to be entered in French. Don't worry, you don't need to enter in French. If your program is an English taught program, you can very well write your reasons for choosing this program in English. The second thing is, like, you have to write it in a very crisp and clear manner, because it has a word limit also. So it should be very crisp, and the one who is reading it should immediately get to know that why you intend to do this particular program.
My question here is, the program that I would like to pursue is taught in English. So I need to enter the reasons and everything in my application in English?
Yes. If your program is English taught program and you don't have any French proficiency, you can very well enter your reasons in English.
Okay, perfect. So the next...
You write here and you save it. This way your reasons get saved.
All right. And once I'm done adding the reasons, that completes my application on the portal. And then I have to follow the parallel procedures that are required for some of these institutions.
Yes.
On the website
of Campus France office also to help you out, to individually contact the each university in France.
All right, perfect. So what happens after
the back button?
I can look through my entire application. I have to make sure that the first and the second section are complete and they should be in green. From what I understood, that I have to ensure that I've added all my personal details. I added all my educational qualifications from class 12 to present day, including my internships and work experience. And I must show proficiency in the language I would like to pursue in France. And then in terms of choosing the programs, I can add up to 7 programs if I would like to apply for a bachelor second year, bachelor third year, a master first year, and a master second year. And I can add up to 3 programs when it comes to a bachelor first year.
Yes.
While to apply for an architecture program, I can only apply to 2 programs.
2 programs. Yes, okay. Perfect.
And it's a one common application for everything.
It's a one common application. Now, come to the third part, submit application to Campus France. So it gives you a summary of your application, where it is complete, where it is not complete. After completing everything, I mean, everything would be coming in green and it will show complete. Then you can click on the, I confirm that all the information provided is accurate. And this way, you can submit the application to the Campus France office. I mean, this way, if you save this, you can submit it. Okay, the application will go to the nearest Campus France office. So you don't have to separately send an email to the Campus France manager that you have submitted the application. All the Campus France manager, go to their accounts and follow the Etudes en France applications on daily basis. So they will contact you if they find something, need to be added in the application. You can't make changes now after you submit, but the Campus France manager can still send you the edited version wherein you can make changes and resubmit the file to us, and then it would be followed further. They will guide you with the further procedures for academic interview. This is for applying to the different universities in France, and this has to be done before 5th of March if you are seeking a September 2021 intake. Now coming to the pre-counselor part. So Alina will take you through the pre-counselor. Now the pre-counselor is like for doing an application before visa. This can be either through taking your candidature into the pre-counselor, because the same file, once you have an admission offer, the same file can be converted into pre-counselor. Or if you have applied outside this portal and you have admission outside this portal, you can also start your visa process independently. So Alina will take you through that.
Thank you so much, Niti. That was a wonderful explanation about the candidature procedure that Campus France offers. I'm all the more ears to understand the pre-counselor one with Ms. Alina now.
Yeah. So thank you, Niti, so much. So I will be explaining about the pre-consular file, how to apply for a pre-consular file. So as Nidhi said, for the ones who have already applied for the candidature, can also convert their candidature file to a pre-consular file if they are admitted for any of the programs that they have applied for. 1. 2. If they have been if they have been chosen for a program that outside from where they have applied. And the third one, if they have been admitted to a college by not through the portal. So if you have gone by yourself and if you have gotten admission in any of the French universities, you can directly apply for your pre-consular student procedure. So this procedure is before applying for your visa. So once you log into this portal, you will have to giving, as that was shown earlier, you will have to giving your details. First click register, then give your login ID and your password, and then when yes, so when you go here, you will find register. When you register, you will have to give your email ID and your password, and then come down to so this is the page which will be in English, in French. So So this one option alone will be in French. Now you can change the language into English and fill in all the details right from your email address till your passport number and the validity of the passport number.
So this is very similar to how we did it at the candidature step as well. We fill in all the details exactly as per my passport and make sure I add all the details which the portal asks and create an account. Now, once it sends me to confirm the account and set up a password, and should I go back to the login page now?
Yes.
And so at the login page, yeah, once I've logged in. All right. So previously we
yeah. So here you have to apply for a program in France and start applications for student visa. So since you are applying for this part, you will go into start application, and then over here you will have the drop down box, your program choice. Under this, if you have a for this, so if you are accepted for an exchange program, you will select this. You have received a confirmation. Say for example, if your college or has a tie-up with any of the French universities, and if in case you are going there for a semester exchange program, then you will have to click this. You have received a confirmation for exchange program in a French institution. If you are going for a full-time program, then you will go in the second option, that is already received a confirmed acceptance or an admission letter. So when you're going for the exchange program, there you will ask, so yeah, you can click that. Yeah.
So in my case, I have a full-time program that I for.
Okay. So when you go here, yeah.
Yeah, it's a full-time degree program, yes.
So on the others, you will have to click the full-time degree program because you're going for that. And here again, you have two options, programs in catalog and programs not in catalog. So on the programs in catalog, you under the search column, you can type, you can check if there are already a few programs that are in fed in the portal. So if you are going for any of those programs, then it will automatically apply. Otherwise, you can go in for the program not in catalog and manually type all the details. That is your course, the school which you're going, and then you can come back, select. So all those will come in, and then after that, choose institution. Yeah. Again, choose the institution. You will have to give in the college details, your start and the end date.
I'll just try looking for my program and if this helps. So it's an MBA program. It's the one-year MBA program at INSEAD. Yes, this is correct. And I can see all my program details here. Yeah. All right. And then choose. Okay, so my program's mentioned here, and the welcoming institution is INSEAD. So I've been able to find my program in the catalog. What happens if I'm not able to find my program in the catalog? What do I do in that case?
Yeah, so in that case, you will go and select program not in catalog, and then you will type in your college name, and then if
okay, so I entered my commencement date and I put my reasons just like my motivation I had done previously.
Yes. So here you will have to write the motivation of around 1,500 characters.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So once I save this information, then do I need to add my acceptance letter, my receipt of the initial deposit?
Yes. So in this, since you are being accepted, you will outside. I mean, for a full-time degree program, you will have to upload under this attachment. You will have to upload the initial payment receipt that you have received from the college. So what we mean by the initial payment receipt is the deposit amount that you have paid, and you have received a confirmation from the college stating that they have received the amount, and also it will mention the start date. So that is what is most importantly that has to be uploaded in this column. Okay, and then you click save.
Okay, and once I've saved all of this, do I go back to the previous step?
Yeah, yes.
So my program now appears here that I'm added. So this is the
Yeah, so
program.
you will click save and then now come back down. Now enter your personal details, which is your all the details, your passport number, the validity of the passport number, everything. And then under education qualification, this. And I saw a few of them
So
have
this is
asked.
similar to what, sorry to cut you, Anila, but this is
Yes.
similar to what we had done in candidature. Is this absolutely similar? So I'll add my photograph, personal details, examples for my passport, a copy of my passport, my contact information. This has to be my current address, correct?
So under other information, you will have to upload. If in case you have selected you are a scholarship holder, then you will upload. So I have seen a question that has come up asking if scholarship has to be applied and then start this procedure. Not necessarily. You can go ahead and start the procedure. And if in case you have received a scholarship, then you can let us know, and we will tell you how the next step we can upload it and do the following steps. So that is with regarding to the scholarship. So now coming back to the educational qualification. It's the same procedure.
So this is the
where
same,
you will
my
have
class
to
12,
upload
my bachelor's and my internships and work experience. So everything I've done from class 12.
Yeah, and it has to be your update. Yes, it has to be mentioned. Everything right from your 12th till work you're doing currently. And then
All right. In terms of language proficiency, as Ms. Niti explained me before, if it's a French top program that I'm pursuing, I will need to prove my French language competency. I can do so with me having a Delta.
If you have your DELF, you can upload your DELF.
All right. If I've studied French, I can also indicate it here. It is not mandatory.
As Ms. Niti said. If you have not taken up any exams, then you can upload. If you just know that if you have the knowledge of the French language, you can upload that in this column by clicking on French, yes. And then under this previous grade, that is also if you have gone, and it's not a mandatory procedure, but if you have gone, you can upload the copy of your visa. And now coming under the English language proficiency, it is a mandatory that you have to upload, and you can either upload your 12th mark sheet or IELTS or TOEFL.
Perfect. So I believe that completes my application, and at this point, adding the English language proficiency, I can click on back, verify all my entries like I did previously, and submit it to the Campus France office.
Yes.
What happens at this stage? Once I've submitted my file, it reaches the Campus France manager closest to me, the one who's going to handle the file. What does the Campus France manager do at this stage? Yeah, so as Nigi has already mentioned that once you submit the Campus France, it reaches to the nearest Campus France office. So then the managers in the respective office, they look into the file, and if any corrections has to be made, they will mention it and they will send the file back to you. And then once your file is completely validated, and if you have made the payment, then we can schedule an interview. So talking about the interview part, it will be an academic interview where you will brief about your education and the motivation for why you have chosen France and this particular program. So, once you have submitted, it's not necessary that you have to send an email or give a reminder to your managers telling that you have submitted and all that. Once we look into your file, you will receive your comments for the file that you have submitted. Thank you so much. I think that gives me a very good account about what to expect from the Etudes de France portal. But should any of the students have any questions on how to reach the Campus France team, they can contact the nearest Campus France office to them, and the managers can help them understand the candidature or the pre-consular procedure which Campus France offers. Thank you so much. This was really an interesting session for us and for all the students. We have one question. Someone is asking, can we know the exact amount which is charged by Campus France at the present moment for the candidature or the pre-consular procedure? Any of you could quickly answer this? Thanks.
It's
Yes.
16,500.
16,500 in Indian rupees. So this is to be paid.
And it's a one-time application
interview, whether it is for candidature or for pre-counselor. This is a one-time payment. It is not charged twice if a student is doing both the processes.
And it is for all the programs that you're
It is for all the programs, the application for enrollment as well as the application for visa together, and it is valid for 1 year.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Nidhi. Thank you so much, Ms. Elena, for taking us through the candidature and pre-consular procedure. If any of the students have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to one of the Campus France managers nearest to you. They have a very strong team based in India, and you will be contacted by the team right away across after you've sent a request. Please do not hesitate to ask us any questions if you have about any of these procedures, and the team will be happy to help you at that point of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.